Hi guys, it's me again, Deidre Green, licensed makeup artist. If you've been following me, then you know that I left corporate America to open my own beauty business, and now what I'm trying to do on Periscope is share the things that I'm learning. I've only had my salon open for about 2 months, so I'm still very much a newbie, but there's a lot of things that I find that are working and a lot of things are not working. So I want to make sure that I'm sharing them with you. So today I want to talk about how you can save 10 to 15 minutes every appointment. It's been absolutely amazing for me in my business, especially, with being newer to the business. So what I do is I use DocuSign for all my pre-treatment forms. And if you're not using pre-treatment forms, you need to make sure that you're using pre-treatment forms. And you need to really meet with a lawyer and make sure that your pre-treatment form is airtight. A lot of times I think we try to be a little bit cheap and stingy on the questions because we don't want them to take a lot of time to fill out the form. But if you're using DocuSign to get them to fill out the form ahead of time, it saves you a ton of time when you're in the appointment. My clients can come in and they can just get right on the bed and we can get to work because they've already sent me their form. Everything is electronic and it's amazing. So I can pull up their form beforehand. I know what they're allergic to. I know if I have to change my protocol at all, I know that right away before they even come in. And if they have any, contraindications or anything, I'll know immediately prior to their appointment. If, we have to change the service at all, I can talk to them about it ahead of time as opposed to waiting until they get into my suite and they're on my book and they're, it's time to go and I have all these other additional questions or they have additional questions or what have you. So if you're not using DocuSign for your pre-treatment forms, then you need to start. It's very affordable. They have a mobile version too, so that's always good for me because I do everything in my suite on my iPad and between a combination of my iPad and my phone. So it's awesome to have that app to be able to pull up. You can put your form into DocuSign, so I'm not sending I'm not having to create the form every single time. It's like a template. So I have it already set up, already has the email message populated. All I have to do is literally put in their email address and their name and send it to them, and they fill it out and they send it right back to me. I can look at it, any questions, anything that's going on, then fine. It also works well for walk-ins. I personally don't typically advertise that I take walk-ins, but because I'm in like a Phoenix salon suite, sometimes people are walking past and they're like, oh, let me get my eyebrows done really quickly. I still make them fill out the form, but it's still electronic. I send it to them right on their phone. Everyone pretty much has a smartphone nowadays that they can fill out the pre-treatment form that way. And then, of course, there's always going to be somebody who doesn't have one, but you can have the printed form. Hi, how are you? So that's just my quick tip for you today. Definitely, if you're not using DocuSign for your pre-treatment forms, do that and make sure that your form is airtight with a lawyer and they're not going to, they won't be able to say anything later on or that you didn't ask them anything. Because actually, I was talking to my lawyer the other day and we were talking about how some pre-treatment forms aren't super airtight, and she said they're even borderline negligent. So if anything happened, and I won't say what spa's form I was looking at, but I was looking at a very well-known spa's form, and their form was like, it was like 5 questions, and it was just like, it was basically negligent, so people, don't necessarily know what to put down. I mean, we're the ones that are the professionals, so we know the right questions to ask. So we can't just leave it up to them and say, is there anything else that you want to add? Like, they're not going to know what to add. Like, they just don't know. They don't know. A lot of times I get a lot of first timers, especially for Brazilian waxes. They don't know what to add. They don't even know what the service is. That's why you have people that come in and just shaved like 2 days ago and they're trying to get a Brazilian because they have no idea what the service entails. So we have to make sure that we're taking that onus on ourselves and making sure that we're putting down the right questions, making sure we're putting down the right warnings, making sure that people understand that there's a risk involved with doing the services that we do. So, again, I'll get off my soapbox, and I just wanted to come on here for a little while and just give you guys some tips about using the DocuSign. It really helps to save me time, and it's worth every single penny. I'm sure hey, I am having a great day. Hi, cat eyes. I'm sure that it's paid for itself many times over because I've been able to shorten my appointment times based on the fact that I'm now using DocuSign. So that's invaluable, especially if if you're working by yourself and that extra 15 minutes and especially if it's 15 minutes every single appointment, we're talking about adding hours of potential income, to your book in a week. Get the DocuSign. Like, just spend the $19 a month or whatever it is and get the DocuSign. And just so if you guys are wondering how that works, you want more information on it, I have a link in my profile that will lead you to actually, you'll get my big giant how to start your beauty business checklist. And then if you're on that list, I can send out additional information about the DocuSign and how that works and how I've been able to use it to further my business. So if you want more information about me, want more information about where I started and how I started, when I decided that I was going to quit my job in corporate America and open my own beauty business, everything that I had to think about, I've listed everything out for you. So it's a list that even if you're in business for yourself already, that I'm sure you'll find things that are helpful to you that maybe you hadn't thought about that might help to bring your business even further. So make sure you sign up on that list. There's a link in my profile. I don't think Periscope has live links yet. I don't know what's up with that, but you can copy and paste it, put it in your browser, and put in your email address, and you'll get that checklist right away. And then I'll know that you want additional information about the DocuSign as well. And feel free to ask me any questions that you might have. So thank you guys so much for joining. I'm going to keep sharing my tips, keep sharing the things that I'm learning, sharing what's working, what's not working, and, hopefully it's helpful to you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, everyone.